A big garbage can, and Randy Hales has jumped in the ring to help Brandon. And Wolfie, with the big garbage can, he nails him. Throws the can out on top of Jim Cornette.
And throws that tennis racket. He should throw that tennis racket in that garbage can.
Yeah, he should have.
Put Cornette in there and throw all of them out of here.
Cornette.
He slipped up and falls, probably on that pizza that they had laying around the floor.
Randy, says the crowd. Yeah, man, I've never been happier to see him. He's been out for 6 weeks after an injury, thanks to James Cornette. Yeah, just thank you for showing up here, Randy Hales. Back. What a return, too, huh?
First thing I want to do, I got to thank two people for holding the fort down the last 6 weeks with me gone. Corey Macklin, thank you, and I want to thank Brandon Baxter. But I think it's obvious to everybody that the owner, that the founder, and the president of Power Pro Wrestling is back, and I'm back in charge, people. Now, I understand there's hundreds of people in the studio today, and I appreciate every one of them. There's a lot of people sitting at home, hundreds of thousands watching TV5 all over the Mid-South watching this, and I appreciate every one of you. But I'm not worried about ratings for the first time in my life. I'm not worried about drawing a house in the New Daisy tonight. What I'm worried about, what I'm thinking about is Jim Cornette. I think most of these people out here are my friends. I think they know that Power Pro Wrestling, people, Power Pro Wrestling has been my dream. Power Pro Wrestling has been my passion. Power Pro Wrestling has been my life. And Jim Cornette tried to take it all away from me. But let me tell you something. If you think for 1 second that I'll let some low down, no good, scum of the earth, backstabbing, egg-sutting, rockin' son of a... take this company away from me, you don't know Randy Hales very good at all. You don't know him good at all. Now, let me say this, and I want to make this real clear. When you grow up and become a man, you realize there's something in life, some points in your life that you have to take drastic measures to protect something you love. You do it for Margaret. You would do it for the kids. I'd do it for my family. But I would also do it for my business. I would do it for Power Pro Wrestling. And about 6 weeks ago, after about 20 years of coming to this station at 8 o'clock on Saturday mornings, and then 1 o'clock getting in the car and leaving, you know what happened? You were here. I was carried out to a stretcher on an ambulance and out to Baptist East. We went to the hospital. That's exactly what happened to me. But Jim Cornette, if you think that was the last Randy Hales would ever be seen on Memphis television, you're stupider than you look, and that's for sure. Now, there's an old Jim Croce song, Dave, and I'll butcher the lines here, but I love this song and I think it's great. The song talks about there's things in life you don't do. It says that you don't tug on Superman's cape. You don't spit in the wind. You don't mess with the mask of the old Lone Ranger. And Jim Cornette, you're going to find out you don't try to screw me out of Power Pro Wrestling. That's for sure.
All right.
Now, when it comes down to this, the mystery opponent is no mystery. It's going to be me. I'm going to ask Brandon Baxter to keep Kevin Christian out of it. I'm going to ask Kelly Warren, Whoopi, and all my friends to make sure it's me and you, Jim Cornette.
Randy's the
And this is not going to be Jack Briscoe and Terry Funk. This is not going to be a technical wrestling match. This is going to be a fight. Now, I grew up in Jonesboro, Arkansas, where there were street fights. You grew up in your mother's house practicing tennis lessons, Jimmy Cornette. It's a fight between me and you. Now, I want to say one more thing. It's no secret. On Wednesday night at my church, I'm a youth minister, and I teach the kids, and I try to teach them the right things. This past week, our lesson was on hate, and I'm not going to come out and say I hate you, Jim Cornette, but what I'm going to come out and tell you, Jim Cornette, is tonight at the new Daisy Theater, Randy Hales and Jim Cornette. There's no way, Jim Cornette, I'm laying down for you. You're in for a fight, and you're not equipped to handle it, and that's a fact.
That's the words from the founder, the owner, and the president of Power Pro Wrestling. He's the mystery man. He'll be going against Jim Cornette tonight, and we'll be back.